Hello everyone and welcome to a channel update. First of all, there's a new video out, woo! Okay, so go watch it if you haven't already. And second, I want to talk about a few things in a real quick video here. So obviously I fell off the face of the earth. I mean, not really, you've probably seen me around replying to comments and messages here and there, and my Twitter's been active. But it's been, Jesus, 4 months? It's been 4 months since the last video. Whoops. But hey, I'm back now at least, and that's something. So let's talk about 3 things: the past, the present, and the future of this channel. In the past, I was an indie developer, picking up contract work where I could and living at home with my mom and her dog. I had so much time to make videos and run this channel, and I was somewhat consistent back then. Not super consistent, but there were at least a new video every month, if not every other week or whatever. A lot of opportunities were popping up back then. Game companies want graphics engineers and tech artists. So if this is stuff you enjoy like I do, it's definitely something worth pursuing. Eventually an opportunity came up that was kind of too awesome to pass up. A studio in the San Francisco Bay Area offered me a contract position and a trip down to their office to meet the team. Other contracts I had were wrapping up at the same time, so I took it, and long story short, I left my home in Toronto, Canada, bound for San Mateo, California. That brings us to the present. I'm a graphics engineer for a cool new mobile game studio, and it's honestly a pretty kick-ass job. I love the stuff I get to work on, and I'm constantly challenged. I get to work with many talented people, a lot of them veterans of the industry, who have worked at companies ranging from Blizzard to Double Fine. This is my first real gig in the industry, and I gotta say, it's not a bad place to be. Now, a drawback to all of this is that my spare time now has to be managed very carefully if I want to continue this channel, which I do. Between settling into a new life here and getting into the rhythm of a full-time schedule, it's been damn near impossible to get any time in on personal projects. But with time, I'll balance things better and hopefully be able to keep this channel somewhat regularly updated. And that brings us to the future. First of all, I retitled the series and generally did some rebranding, polishing, yada yada yada. I know some people won't like it, or they'll miss the old intro jingle or whatever, but ultimately I was never really supposed to use Unity's logo and name the way I had been. I'll still primarily be using Unity in the videos and sample code. I'm not about to jump ship to Unreal or write my own engine. And I'll keep doing the case studies of specific games and hopefully covering some broader topics as well. Will new videos come out on a regular schedule? It's not impossible, but it's unlikely. If ever a weekend comes up where I'm doing a game jam, or I'm going to a conference, or what have you, that's a big chunk of time that could have gone to making new stuff for the channel, so it basically guarantees things would get pushed back by a week. Speaking of conferences in the future, I'll be at GDC next month. Drop me a line if you'll also be there and want to meet up to talk about shaders or the industry or some other nerd shit, whatever. So yeah, I can't really promise new videos are gonna be every week or every month or anywhere in between, but I'll try my damnedest to get some new stuff out whenever I can. My Patreon will always be pledged per major video release rather than per month to hopefully account for how inconsistent I am. Thank you to all my patrons and subs. It was pretty cool to see both those numbers continue to rise while I was on this long hiatus. I hope I can continue to be something worth subscribing to, and until next time, keep on making those video games.
Making